Hey everybody, how's it going? Please pardon the mess in here. I'm getting ready to pack the bags and head to Indonesia for a surf shoot with some professional surfers. And just got a package in just in time. Hopefully this is what I think it is. And what I think it is a surf housing for my 1D Mark IV camera. So this is, if it is what I think it is, it's from a company called Liquideye, who are based out of Bali, also in Indonesia. And what it will allow me to do is to put my Canon 1D Mark IV, this fella here, into an underwater housing and allow me to shoot in the surf. So as you've probably seen in my other videos, usually I'll use this fella here for my underwater shots, but this one is more for my diving. This is designed to go quite deep and designed to accommodate my 5D Mark II with a fisheye lens. And but this is very heavy. It requires two hands when you're shooting, and it's not designed to take the impact of waves and surf and things like that. Whereas a surf housing is the opposite. It's not designed to go deeper than about, I think, 20 feet or something like that, but it is designed to take the impact of the big waves and surf. So, without any further ado, let's open up the box and have a look what we've got. So, oh, this is going to be messy. If you can see that, we've got a whole lot of shredded paper here. I'm going to need to get the vacuum out of this one. Alright, let's see what we got here. We got one t-shirt, which isn't all that interesting for you, I'm sure, but geez, I'm piss weak. Let's open her up, take a quick squiz. Okay. Cool. Liquideye water housing systems. Pretty sweet. Alright. Look at this we got to dig into. Like digging for treasure. Jeez, this is going to be messy. Okay, let's see if we can get this out. I see something down here. A lot of bubble wrap. I'll try and get this out with minimal amount of mess. And I think there should be one more thing if I dig down deep. Yes, there is. That's a second port. Okay, so we got a lot of bubble wrap to open here, so just let me fast forward through this part and we'll get her opened up. There we go. So we've got her opened up. I think that's all of it. Maybe some other parts still. Looks like there's some more parts inside. But here we have the housing itself. First impressions, it looks very well built and very nice. All the edges are nice and smooth compared to other housings I've seen from the likes of SPL and Aquatech, although I'm sure they're fine housings as well. I'd heard good things about this company, Liquideye. Sorry, my turtles are going stupid in the background, splashing water everywhere. But what looks interesting on here is there's no wing nuts or anything sticking out which could potentially smack you in the face. These are all like hex screws. I guess you need a little an Allen key or a hex key to open those up and get into there. These apparently don't come all the way out, which is good because you can't lose them that way. So there it is there. It looks pretty sweet. Quite light. It's a lot lighter than I thought. It's got 1D Mark IV etched into the back of the housing there. Got a nice eye cut. That's cool. So you can stick it right up to your eye and get a good view of what you're shooting. Okay, let's pop off the front and let's see. Does that just pull off? I don't see any drawstring. I guess she just pulls off. And there we are, there's that front dome port. So that's to accommodate my 8 to 15mm Canon fisheye. It's quite a lot smaller than the one on my dive housing. This is an 8-inch dome port right there. This is about a 6-inch, I guess, 5 or 6-inch dome port there. And I'll have to open her up. There's some more parts and bits and pieces inside, as well as another port here, which is to accommodate the brand new, or the pretty much brand new Canon 24 to 70 f4 LIS lens. So there's the port for that. Just got a thread on there, so it just screws straight on by the looks of it. Pretty sweet. Alright, let's open up the back of this thing once I can find the Allen key to fit in it, and we'll see what's inside. Right, okay, so what I've found here is part of, well, the side handle that also attaches to the housing. Whoops, there we go. So that'll be going on the side of the housing once I get it set up. Alright, let's see what else we got inside. If I can wiggle it out from through this porthole here. Oh, it doesn't want to come too easily. Jeez. Now there we are. Okay. This looks like the pistol grip, which will attach to the bottom of the housing itself. There we are. Very nice grip. Pew pew! And some parts. Here we go. Here is the, well, looks like some silicone lubricant there to lube up your seals, which is very important to do before you go for a swim with these things. Screws, spare screws, and a couple of the Allen keys, the regular size kind of Allen key or hex key, whatever you want to call it, and a couple of small ones. Not sure what they're for yet, but alright, let's attach the pistol grip to the housing, and I'll be right back. Okay, one thing I just noticed that's interesting is that there's nothing actually attached to the top of the pistol grip, and no holes through the bottom of the housing apart from where your screws attach. Rightio, so I've attached the pistol grip now to the bottom of the housing here, and I've also attached the side grip here, which gives you a bit more support. I've also gone and attached the zoom gear here to my Canon 8 to 15mm fisheye, and attached it to my 1D Mark IV camera, which will go into this housing. Okay, well, I've just placed it inside, and I still have to attach this back plate, but I just gave it a quick test and I can already see that it's actually firing from the trigger here. How it's doing that, anyone's guess. Like I said before, all I can think of is some kind of magnetic magic shenanigans going on in the back of there. So the camera fits very snug and nicely inside the housing, so I'm going to attach this back plate now and put it all together, see how it goes. Okay folks, so we're back now. I have the housing all put together now. It took me, well, for the first time, I guess it took me a bit longer than once you get used to it, but it was about 10 minutes, I guess, of figuring out the lens, the zoom attachment for the lens, and where that should sit, and putting everything together, screwing it all back down. But here's a finished product there. Although the housing is quite light, it's a bit of a weight to be able to hold up a 1D series body, or say a Nikon D4 or a D3 series body. So I'm going to have to lift a few more weights, but it's still very manageable, especially with this side grip on here as well. What's really cool is this one has the dual stage trigger, so I can squeeze it to about there to get autofocus, and then I can pull it all the way and you can hear it going off there. So it fires great every time, even though there's no physical connection between this trigger and the wire inside, so it's got to be magnets. I have limited access here to some controls, like the play button. There it is there, play. I can scroll through images here. I have a back autofocus button here, and also a regular shutter button up here, so I can shoot this way as well. Okay, and then for zooming I can use this lever here, which allows me to go from 8mm all the way into 15. To get the front housing off, or the front port I should say, quite simple. You'll screw it off, excuse me while I wipe my sweat away. Just pops off like that, much easier than my dive housings. And then I could switch out a lens and quickly switch to a more of a longer zoom lens, and there we are there. Alright, and now we have a different port on the front again. So right now I couldn't use that with my fisheye lens because I'd have a lot of vignetting, but once I open up, switch out the lens, it wouldn't take me long at all to change the port, which is a very nice feature. So there we are. The surf housing from Liquid Eye seems to be pretty cool. Looking forward to trying it out in the surf, and we'll see how it goes. I'll report back then. Thanks very much for watching. See you next time.